What could have been one of our worst seasons in the history of Manchester United? Man United came through in this game. It is Manchester United 0, Manchester City 0. It was a good game for the better part, for the most part of the entire game, looking at like all of the gameplay, the statistics. And obviously, one very important stat in this is that Ruben Amorim has not lost to Guardiola. He has played 3 consecutive games against Guardiola and has never lost any of them. So it's a good game. It was a good game to watch. It was something that, I love to see, the team showing up, but it's always against big teams. I mean, the top four, Man United were, Man City were the current champions, right? So we showed up. We've done well against City. We've done well against Arsenal. We've done well against Liverpool. And now we've done well against City again. So it is. I mean, this shows that there are signs that there are signs for improvement, and it's obvious. That we have made improvements. We've made remarkable improvement. Looking at the stats, we actually finished the game 42% possession to Man City's 58% possession, and we finished with the higher xG than Man City. We had 0.92 xG expected goals, while Man City finished with a 0.49 expected goals. We had 13 shots to City's 9. We had one big chance each for both teams. So it was a game that I liked, so far, like overall, like the way the team played and all of that. I liked it. I loved watching the energy from the team. We had the most potent attack, but we just couldn't score a goal. And it's a second game consecutively where we've not scored or we failed to score a goal. But there are signs of improvement. I mean, the back three that we started with Euro, Maguire, and Mazraoui showed confidence in controlling the game and moving the ball, very well. Mazraoui playing line breaking passes, Euro playing line breaking passes, and being technical and stopping City in their tracks as well. So City had nothing on us. We had we showed the most potency when it came to trying to create chances. At least Garnacho made some good decisions, albeit making shooting some shots that were blocked. It's better that he doesn't shoot if he can pass the ball than shooting and then making sure that the shots are being blocked. We had so many clear cut chances, and let's not get started with the referee. The referee giving that was supposed to give a penalty or even a free kick in front of the box, but he never gave nothing. And then when it's against City, it's the same thing with Kovacic fouling Casemiro in the box. He fouled Casemiro in the box and said he didn't kick Casemiro. And then apparently the replays from behind showed that he kicked Casemiro. And then he was already limping, so you can tell that there was contact there. But I mean, the ref says there was no contact. But it is what it is. We're just gonna move on. I believe that this game is one game that has shown us that we have momentum moving into the Europa League and as well the running. I mean, we have a very important game against Olympique Lyon. So, I mean, we have kept a clean sheet again. We scored 9 goals in our last 5 matches, but in the last 2 games, we haven't scored a goal. We've not drawn any. There's not been a draw in the City derby for the last 12 matches. And Alejandro Garnacho has the most shots on target per match for Manchester United, 1.4. But today, his shooting boots. I mean, at least now we can see that there was some kind of synchrony like between him and Patrick Dogu. I mean, they were not, off the same, on different basically wavelengths. But it was key. It was key. And it shows in our last 5 games, we've only lost one, won 2, and drawn 2. Same as City. Lost 1, drawn 2, and won 2. So, but then it is, and both our losses came against Forest, ironically, and both losses were 1-0 losses. So it's very important that we as fans, just kind of appreciate this performance of the team. And it just shows, like I said, that the formation is working. Formation is really working. It's going to take some time. I saw some comments on Instagram and TikTok when we talked about the starting lineup. I said I said the formation is going to work. It's just going to take time and the right profile of players. I mean, there was some energy, a different kind of energy, especially in the second half when Ruben Amorim made those changes against. I mean, with Rasmus Højlund and Mason Mount coming on with Rasmus Højlund taking off and Ugarte taking off, Mason Mount and Zirkzee coming on, and we still had those similar number of chances. And then even Maguire being subbed off, and probably because he was still not basically in this in the Ruben Amorim is trying to manage his load. So that's why they had to bring on Lindelof. And Lindelof still had a good game. He's a good backup, so he had a good game and all of that. So basically, looking at the stats again, as we brought to you earlier, Man City had 5 shots on target. Obviously, all these shots were just normally, except for those interesting and wonderful saves by Andrew Onana. And then we had also and Man United who had 2 shots as well on target to Man City's 5. And then basically big chances missed. Both teams missed 1 big chance each. Man United had 84% pass accuracy with 320 passes. Man City had 88% pass accuracy with 489 passes and all of that. We had more corners than Man City, and our XG was better than theirs and all of that. So I could say this with confidence that Man City were there for the taking, but we didn't take them. We didn't take full advantage of trying to win the game, but we had so many chances. At least now we're putting crosses in the box. Long may it continue. We won all 53 of our duels compared to Manchester City's 44 duels. We won 56% of our ground duels. They won 44% basically, and we won 47 ground duels. They won 37. We won 46% of our aerial duels. They won the most, I think, obviously because they have the total players. And then we had 6 successful dribbles, which is like 67%. Man City had 5, which is 26%. So it was a very, very good game. And the top performers for the game, we obviously know, and we'll get to the player ratings in the next video. Top performers for the game, Andre Onana, Casemiro, and Fernandes. Now, the truth is, it seems as basically Casemiro is playing himself into the squad because he was steady, he was consistent. Yes, albeit, involved a lot of running, but he was steady, he was consistent, he was more. It seems like he has gotten his rhythm, and it seems like Ruben Amorim has started to trust Casemiro in this, setup. Basically, he starts with Ugarte, takes Ugarte off after he's got a yellow card, and then he brings on Casemiro. He brings on Mount, and then shifts Bruno to the mid, and it still works. It still works. So I like it. Bruno Fernandes was everywhere, played every aspect of the game, and finished with the official man of the match performance in the game. So we'll get to the player ratings like pretty quickly, but then I really, really appreciate the fact that the team turned up today. So let me know your thoughts and feelings about this. Let me know your thoughts and feelings about all of the happenings. We'll dive deeply into some of the stats in the player ratings and also the 7 takeaways. But let me know your thoughts and feelings. Manchester United was supposed to be Man City was there for the taking for Manchester United. Manchester was taking the chances and finishing it. We had so many shots that we could have just finished. Just Alexis' shot, even Ugate's shot too was close. Garnacho as well should have, released the ball or passed the ball when he had the one where he got fouled in the first half and all of that. So these were opportunities we could have taken. And City could have scored, but Man United could have still scored. We had the more interesting and glaring chances. But let me know your thoughts and feelings about all of how the game went and what you think about how Manchester United transitioned in the game and how we were able to play. Let me know your thoughts and feelings, even about Amorim's performance as manager. It was a solid performance, a very solid performance from the entire team. But we'll talk about this in player ratings. But let me know your thoughts and feelings as we build on this. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you don't have to miss anything to relate to Manchester United. Push that like button. It is free. Like, share, smash it, subscribe. And then we'll see you on the next one. Take care, goodbye, and God bless.